Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica with Memory Box Candle Co. and I make videos all about the journey of starting a candle business. And today's video, I am just going to be sharing with you what I have learned in the past, I believe it's been 7 or 8 months since I first went to my first pop-up event, and just basically what I've learned on how to increase sales at these local events. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. I do want to preface this video by saying that I know I am not an expert, somebody who has been doing local markets for years or anything like that, and I highly encourage anybody who does have tons of experience in this to leave a comment below on what has increased your sales at local markets. But just with the 7 or 8 markets that I've done since October, there's been a lot that I've learned, and there's one thing that I've noticed that definitely helps to increase sales at any market that you attend. And that is offering bundles and focusing on upselling. Now, upselling was my primary sales job at my previous job. So I worked at a body waxing center. It was called European Wax Center. And we had a sales goal every month to upsell wax passes to customers. So I learned a lot of techniques in those 6 years to try to read the customer in front of me and figure out what I can say in that moment that would help inspire them, push them towards the direction, and kind of persuade them to want to get either a higher package or to essentially get more than what they were originally wanting to purchase. So personally for me, at my vendor events that I attend, I always have bundle deals. I typically sell my large candles for $25 each, or I have a bundle deal of 3 for $60. I also sell my wax melts for $5 each, and I also have a bundle deal of 5 for $20, so they are getting essentially 1 wax melt for free. Personally, for me, my sales tactic is I basically take a step back and I allow customers to come in and just basically get a glimpse, get a look of everything, see what they're interested in, and I'm kind of essentially behind the scenes, I'm not really studying them, but I'm kind of studying their behavior, the things that they're saying, the things that they're looking at, their body language. A lot of sales comes with reading the feedback from the customer in front of you, because you're not going to be able to say the same thing to every customer that comes to your booth. And that's something that I have learned a lot in my past years of sales, but also just at these different markets. So basically, here's a situation that I would use an upsell tactic on, because I have to be honest, I don't always push my bundle deals onto everybody. And that's simply because I don't want to overload somebody with too much information before they've already made a mental decision on purchasing something at a smaller price. So let's say somebody is kind of smelling all the candles in front of me. I have 8 different scents in front of them, and they're all the large candles. And they're giving me all the signs that they are wanting to purchase at least one of the larger candles. And in a situation where somebody is kind of going back and forth, they're smelling this one, and they're like, oh, but I really like this one, and oh, I really like this one. I will basically kind of interject in that kind of thinking process of which one do I get, which scent do I want to get. And I'll say something along the lines of, so our large candles are $25. However, I know it's really hard to make a decision because there's so many different choices. So I do have a 3 for $60. So you can get 3 scents instead of just 1. And then you save $15 by doing that. And there's been a lot of times where people get excited about that and they're like, okay, all right. And then now they kind of get that opening of, okay, well, I really want a Pacific Coast Highway, but I can also get Malibu Coffee Shop. And then maybe I'll also get Vinyasa Flow too, because I really like that as well. And then before you know it, we're packaging everything up. They're either Venmoing me $60 or handing me $60 cash or whatever it is. And to them, it was more of something that I interjected in that moment that was supposed to help them kind of see that, okay, like they don't have to choose just 1 cent, because that's something that you'll find when you get started into local events if you haven't already. The one thing that a lot of times can overwhelm people is by having way too many choices. So I'm almost trying to interject with the bundle deal as a way to basically offer something that is going to save them money and give them the option to get more candles for a cheaper discount, essentially. Instead of just buying 1 candle for $25, you can get 3 for $60. And a lot of times people really like that at the local markets that I've been to before. And again, I do not push this onto everybody. And I feel like a lot of people watching this might be like, why wouldn't you try to upsell every single customer that comes? It really just depends on the kind of customer that's in front of me. If a customer is kind of essentially acting like they're back and forth between not purchasing and I might buy a small candle, I don't want to bombard them with saying, oh, well, we also have this and we also have this and you could buy this and you could buy this, because then that kind of makes them go, okay, well, maybe I don't want to buy anything, because it's just, there's too much going on, too much information being thrown at me. And that's why if I see a customer that's kind of in between, maybe they want to purchase a candle, maybe they don't want to purchase a candle, my next best thing that I like to say is, so we do have the large candle for $25, but if you'd rather just try it out, you could buy the smaller one for $15. And a lot of people are like, okay, I'd rather get that one. And that way you're not losing a customer to them saying, I don't want to buy anything. You know, I don't want to spend $25 on this candle right now, so maybe later I'll take your business card and maybe I'll do it later. But by reading the customer and seeing, are they in between, are they definitely wanting to buy this candle but they don't know which scent to get, then I will upsell to the bundle deal. But if they're sitting there and they're like, I don't even know if I want to purchase this, and it's hard to explain, there's just certain reads of a customer that I can tell that they're thinking that, especially if they like really have that look on their face like, $25, do I? $25, and then I interject and I'm like, so there is that one, but if you want to try it out, you know, this is $10 cheaper if you just want to get this. And that to them kind of is that compensation over that situation going on in their head of just thinking, okay, well, do I want to get this? Do I want to spend the money? Okay, well, I still can get it, and then I can save money because it's a little bit cheaper than this one, so I'll go ahead and get that one. And I know technically that situation is not an upselling situation. That's technically more of a downselling situation, but I look at it as more of an upselling situation, because if it was them thinking I actually am going to walk away and I'm not going to purchase anything, to me $15 is better than $0. Or even directing their attention to wax melts, which I try to only do if I can tell that they really are like on the fence, like I'm not really interested in these candles, it's too much, whatever it is. Then directing their attention to the wax melts, at least that's something. And then another situation, if there's somebody who has picked out 2 wax melts, I always will throw out to anybody who is interested in the wax melts that we have a 5 for $20 deal, because a lot of times they light up, oh, okay, because they just spend $10 more and they get 3 more wax melts. So that is something that a lot of people really like, and I've sold a lot of wax melts by doing the 5 for $20 offer. Something else that I highly recommend that you have at these local events is some kind of gift set. This did really, really well for Chris and I when we were selling Mother's Day gift box sets. And this is definitely something that you don't have to only have when there is a holiday or a special event coming up, because remember, there's always birthdays, there's always weddings, there's always things like that going on that people want to get gifts for others. And if you make it as simple as possible for somebody to just already have a gift set together, and in their head they're thinking that is going to be really easy for me to just purchase that and give it to my friend, and then I don't have to go out, I don't have to do anything else, I don't have to think about putting the box together, putting all that stuff together. So if you can put together some kind of little gift set, gift box set that you can sell at these events and bring it up in situations when you're having conversations with the customer. So a lot of times when there's a customer that comes to my booth, I will just kind of let them browse for a few seconds. I'll then ask them what kind of scents they like. And then sometimes I'll even ask people, are you shopping for yourself or are you shopping for a gift for somebody else? And that really will kind of segue into, oh, well, we actually have this gift set over here. So if you just purchase this gift set, then you get X, Y, and Z in this gift set. You get the box, you get whatever else is inside of it. And that is something that a lot of people really like, especially when we had the Mother's Day gift box sets. There were a lot of people shopping for their moms, and to have something that was already put together just made it so much easier for people to say yes, because it took away that extra step that people would need to do in order to get a gift for whoever they were needing to get a gift for. So I highly recommend to get a gift box set, because that could also act as an upsell, and it also acts as a higher priced item and therefore increasing your actual dollar amount per sale. And of course, I do want to preface, you don't have to do a 3 for $60. You don't have to sell your candles for $25. You don't have to do a 5 for $20. Please, this is just an example for this video. A lot of people do 3 for $75 or 2 for $40 or whatever it is. It just depends on how expensive your items are and what is going to actually be a deal when purchasing more of that item from that customer. You could also do a bundle deal of a buy one, get one half off. You could do, you buy a candle, any large candle, and you get a free wax melt as an incentive for people to purchase that item. There's so many different things that you can do as an upsell or an incentive for people to spend more at your booth. So that's really what it is just trying to get the increase the dollar amount per customer that spends money at your booth. That's really just kind of the overall basics of this video. I know I kind of went on a tangent there, but that was a lot of fun to talk about. I just love local events so much, and I've learned so much, and I'm able to use my 6 years of upselling sales experience and customer reads in sales and everything. So if I can share that with you, I absolutely love that. And I welcome any and all feedback to anybody else who has even way more experience than I do in the comment section below. So please leave your experience, your sales tactics, anything like that in the comment section below, and we can kind of make a little chat out of it and talk to each other about our experiences. But with that, I think I'm going to end today's video right here. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave this video a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram at Erica Marie Morris, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. But one thing that has been constant since I started implementing it, and something that people may not be focusing enough on at these events, and how I go about doing